She cut off Thomas' electricity. Her brother put her in jail. She died when she was 1799. वाहिगुरू जी की खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह.
Good job, Jeevan Kaur. The next speaker is Ranveer Singh, Ranveer Singh.
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह. The story of Rani Sahib Kaur is one of the most inspiring stories I've ever read. This story helped me learn a lot of important things. One of those is having faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji and follow the preaching, like to be brave, honest, truthful, to be saint and soldier, and never give up in any situation. She followed Guru's preaching and took khande ki pahul, wore a Sikh dress, including her dastar, learned horse riding and use of weapons. She used to motivate Sikh soldiers by telling the story of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, how 40 Sikhs stood against the army of million Mughals. After the death of her father, her brother Sahib Singh became the king of Patiala and appointed Rani Sahib Kaur as a prime minister. As the Rani, she did a lot of great deeds and brought peace in her kingdom. She fought several wars with her soldiers, but one of the biggest one was war against Marathas. One day, she learned that Marathas were marching towards Patiala with a huge army and advanced weapons. All the men wanted to surrender because their army was small, but Rani Sahib Kaur stood up and challenged them. Sahib Kaur's army met the Marathas in the battlefield. On the first day, many Sikh soldiers had died due to heavy cannons and weapons. The army was getting weak. Seeing the army getting weak, she started shouting Jaikaras. Seeing her so motivated, everyone got stronger. After the first day, Rani Sahib Kaur thought to take a different strategy. At midnight, while the Marathas were enjoying their victory, the Sikh soldiers attacked and took them by surprise. Maratha forces ran for their lives and never looked back towards Punjab. Patiala was saved by the intelligence and leadership of Rani Sahib Kaur. Every time Sahib Kaur stood up for the right cause and helped the needy when King of Jind asked for help, she went against her own brother and helped the king by defeating George Thomas in the war. This tells us how kind, caring, helpful honest, courageous person she was. Sahib Kaur's story taught me to be honest, kind, helpful, courageous, stand up for the right cause, follow the path which Guru Gobind Singh Ji told. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Ranveer Singh. The next speaker is Gracie Kaur, Gracy, Gracie Kaur. Judges ready?
वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. मेरे पापा पटियाला तो है पटियाला. The royal city is in India and is very far from here. It was founded by Baba Ala Singh. Rani Sahib Kaur was the great-granddaughter of Baba Ala Singh. She was a beautiful and an honest warrior princess. After her father's death, she helped her brother restore peace and prosperity in the state of Patiala. Long time back, when Marathas were marching towards Patiala and other Sikhs were nervous, she persuaded them to stay strong and have full faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji. I really like this part of the story, as I also believe when I'm in trouble, Guru Gobind Singh Ji helps me and makes me stronger. We are the children of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. तो मात पिता हम बारक तेरे तुमरी के रब्बा में सुख कनेरे. Her utmost faith in Sikhism and her intelligence saved Patiala. She took the army outside of Patiala and fought the Marathas. She told her army that our freedom is Guruji's blessings and we will fight and not let the enemy come near Patiala. In the night when Marathas were resting in their camp, Rani Sahib Kaur attacked them with her army and defeated them. After reading the story of Rani Sahib Kaur, I learned that sometimes not just a strength but strategy helps you to win, but we need to have the faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji. We should stand for injustice. देह शिवा पर मोह है शब कर्मांते कबहू ना डरो हर्षो तपचाहे लयो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
Gracie Kaur. The next speaker is Gureen Kaur, Gureen Kaur. Judges ready?
Guru Pyari Saad Sangat Ji, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. After reading this book about warrior Princess Sahib Kaur, my faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji has become even stronger. Guruji had defined the qualities of a Khalsa warrior as to live life with courage and bravery to the highest levels, and Sahib Kaur truly lived her life as shown by our Gurus. Sahib Kaur was born in a family of rulers who wanted to make a safe territory for Sikhs in Punjab. She was always eager to help people. Sahib Kaur was blessed with Gandhiki power at the start of a very young age. She had strong faith in Guruji and always believed that Guru would protect honor of his Sikh. She was honest, intelligent, fearless, and believed in Charity law. These are the qualities that every Sikh child should have. I feel stronger and courageous after reading this book as I realized that my Gurus and Gausapan had gone through such difficult times and did not hesitate one from going to the highest levels of sacrifice. It is due to their sacrifice that a religion still exists. I, as a Sikh girl of today, will stand up for fairness and justice and believe that Guru will always protect me. Answer to the second question. When Sahib Kaur found out that a large army of Marathas is marching toward Patiala with advanced weapons and cannons, she did not panic. She was the Prime Minister of the state at that time and knew well what her job was. Marathas wanted Patiala state to surrender and merge with them. Sahib Kaur gathered 7,000 warriors from modern states and instilled courage and mental strength in them and asked them to follow Guru's guideline. She demanded that where the children of the Guru was able to defend himself with 46 against an army of million, so he would return victorious. She challenged the Marathas and filled the battlefield with Chakaras. As Sikh soldiers were losing hope and wanted to retreat, the daughter of the Guru stood persistently and said that she would fight till the end of her life, and everyone decided to stand with her in the battlefield. Rani Sahib Kaur realized quickly that this war cannot be won by strength, only by will and strategy. The Sikh soldiers attacked Marathas at midnight and made them run for their lives. Rani Sahib Kaur proved once again that even though they're small in number, they return with victory due to the courage, intelligence, and unshaken faith in the Guru. Answer to this third question. Just like Rani Sahib Kaur started early on Gurmat path, I prayed to Waheguru to give me strength to follow Gurmat and feel the closeness to Guru. Sahib Kaur was a great leader and unified Sikh and fought for justice. We need more leaders today to keep our religion strong and growing. She removed corrupt officials and replaced them with honest and trustworthy ones. She dedicated her entire life to restore peace and prosperity for the people of the state. As a Sikh, it is my responsibility to not only fight for myself, but also protect the weak and needy. I want to follow the Sikh guideline. Naam Japna Kirtana Manchikna, keeping Waheguru always on my mind, working hard with honesty and helping others in the mission of my life. I think there's a fight in our mind about good and bad choices. I pray to Waheguru to help me make the right choices. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Gureen Kaur. The next speaker is Ishveer Singh. Ishveer Singh.
Just to give a message, संगत चों आई है कि बच्चे कई बोलते जा रहे ने. प्लीज़ संगत के मैंबर सारे जने जे कोई भी बच्चा बोल रहा चाहे अपना है या किसी का, उन्होंने जरा थोड़ी देर वास्ते चुप करा दो जी. ते that will be great. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Judges ready? Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Mary Pyare Sat Sangat Ji, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Reading the book Rani Sahib Kaur inspired me to reaffirm my faith into Guru Gobind Singh Ji even more than I already had before reading this book. Guru Gobind Singh Ji has always been one of my most favorite gurus because of his bravery, strength, wisdom, and courage that led him to asking his own father to sacrifice himself, along with teaching his kids the same attributes to a good Sikh, so later on they would sacrifice themselves too. Rani Sahib Kaur is like Guru Gobind Singh Ji because they share some of the same attributes. They both were brave, caring, and fair. Above all, both of them believed in Vaheguru. I felt the belief in me grow stronger for Guru Gobind Singh Ji after reading the lines of Rani Sahib Kaur every time she convinced and boosted the morale of her army by reminding them of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. My answer to question 2 is the strength of Kande Ki Paul of Guru Gobind Singh Ji along with the continuous Naam Simran gave Rani Sahib Kaur the strength and courage to challenge the much stronger army of Marathas. Rani Sahib Kaur collected the Sikh rulers of neighboring states and urged them to fight collectively against the Marathas. She was an excellent leader and gave a very motivating speech to boost the morale of the Sikh soldiers before the war with the Marathas started. She reminded them of Guru Gobind Singh Ji's valor and how he did not submit to the Mughals and fought a mere 40 soldiers against an army of 1 million Mughal soldiers. She also stressed her strong belief that Guruji always preserves the honor of his Sikhs. Her unselfish care for her people along helped her in earning the trust of her army along in her leadership. She regularly toured her kingdom before war so she can understand the problems of her people and solve them. Her army fought against the Marathas with strategy and skill and attacked at the dead of night just like a lion attacks a herd of buffaloes. In moments of distress during the war, her army stood bravely by her side only due to her confidence and insistence that she always kept thinking about Guru Gobind Singh Ji and how he did not submit to Mughals. The Marathas fled Punjab and Punjab was slaved by the intelligence and leadership of Rani Sahib Kaur. My answer to question 3 is, after reading the life story of Rani Sahib Kaur, my faith in the Gurus has grown even stronger. This book inspires me to increase my belief in Vaheguru will always protect me if I walk in the footsteps of the Guru, just like Rani Sahib Kaur did. Her story inspired me to become more giving, less selfish, and help the needy in whatever way I can. I think Sadvich Seva at a Gurdwara is a great way to help the needy, and from now onwards I will participate in that with more excitement. I especially want to learn Chapai Sahib in its entirety so I can recite it whenever I'm in doubt. Hamri karo hati racha, puran hoy chit ki icha, tavchar man re hamara, apna jaan karo pitpara, which means, oh God, please protect me and grant me my heart's wishes. Please sustain me as your own and give me the blessing that my heart wants so dearly. I want to continue my efforts to become a truly good human being by A, working hard, B, sharing my resources, and most importantly, by increasing my understanding of Guru Bani. Jo bole sonehal, Sat Sri Akal. Thank you for listening to me and giving me the opportunity to learn about Sikh history and strengthen my faith in Vaheguru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Ishveer Singh. The next speaker is Anhad Singh Kohli. Anhad Singh Kohli. Anhad Singh Kohli. Is he here today? The speaker is not here today, Anhad Singh Kohli, so the next speaker will be Anhad Singh. Anhad Singh. Judges ready?
जिस कौम दा जोंदा इतिहास होवे ओह कौम ही कदे भी डर सकदी जिस कौम नू मरन दा चाह होवे ਉਹ ਕੌਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਮਰ ਸਕਦੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। Doubts, hesitation, fear, dud. As I grew up and started to understand these words, it made me ask questions. I wanted to always overcome my fears and feel confident. Whenever my dad told me a sakya during bedtime, it made me believe that Guru Sahib will help me overcome all my fears. But then how do I connect with Guru Sahib? Of course, through Gurbani. But how do I get the inspiration to read Gurbani? It was through Sikh history and Sikh Sakyas, the bravery stories of my forefathers. The Sakya of Rani Sahib Kaur is one of these. She taught me Nirpo Jape Sagalpo Mita. It was rock solid faith. Khande Bate Di Pahal, Naam Simran, and Gursika the history that made her fearless and extraordinary intelligent Gursik. The part that touched me the most was her fearless reply to the Marathas. Main Chandi Gobind Singh di Veri Dalkani. That motivates me to a firm faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji, to overcome my own fears and doubts in life. I was reminded of the Sakya of my Pagoji, where she had an unshakable faith in Guru Gobind Singh Sahib. She reminded the 40 Singhs of their Mesh Pittaji's love and motivated them to go back to the battlefield. Against the face of all odds, when they were outnumbered by the enemies, she used the strategy to win the unequal battle and shook the enemies to the core. Similarly, Rani Sahib Kaur deployed 4 key strategies. 1. Taking the fight out of the city to avoid suffering of her people. 2. Although outnumbered, with deep faith, she kept looking for a most vulnerable spot and attacked the enemy. 3. She seized the perfect win by surprise attack on enemy at night with jakaras. 4. She firmly believed from Guru Ithas they can win against paid huge force. She reminded her army that they are Singhs of Guru and the enemies are just hungry vultures. Sahib Kaur de Hosle ne Singha nu ditta satkar. She gave a befitting reply to the Marathas and Sikh shook the ground with cries of Na dare osyo jab jaye laro, nischay kar apni jeet karo. Since my childhood, I was taught 3 golden rules of Sikhi. Kirat karni, Van chakna, Naam japna. Just as a palace is supported by strong pillars, so do I need strong physical and mental pillars to connect with Guru Sahib. For the physical strength, I want to learn self-defense, gatka, horse riding, and weaponry. I want to be good at sports and be good at studies. I want to overcome my fear of dark and bullies. I like to take care of little animals and do seva at the Gurdwara Sahib. So I want to take seva outside to help the needy. I know to achieve all this, I need to focus and have a discipline. Gurbani is the strength that can keep me focused and give me worldly and internal knowledge. Khande Bhate Deepal can bring the discipline in my life. And as I grew up to be known as a devoted Sikh, the Gurbani will always show me the right path. Guru Sahib says, Jako har rang lago is jug mein, so kahiyat hai sura. And I want to be exactly like that. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Anhad Singh. The next speaker is Mehpreet Kaur. Mehpreet Kaur. Judges ready? Mehpreet Kaur.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Mehpreet Kaur, and today I'm going to talk about a great warrior princess from my hometown, Patiala. Her name was Rani Sahib Kaur. Rani Sahib Kaur was brave, intelligent, and a great leader, but above all, her unwavering faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji inspired me a lot. She followed his teachings and decided to fight a huge army of Marathas, tactically instead of surrendering or giving up. She believed, and now I believe, that when you are fighting for truth and justice, Guruji will always preserve the honor of his Sikhs. Maratha forces were marching on Patiala. They had bigger army and better weapons and cannons. They had already defeated so many states, they wanted Rani Sahib Kaur to accept defeat. She was a true daughter of Guru Gobind Singh Ji and didn't want to shy away from fighting for her rights and freedom of her people. So she called a meeting with the Sikh rulers of the neighboring states and inspired them to join forces and fight against the Marathas. Together they had an army of 7,000 soldiers, and they decided to stop the Marathas on the outskirts to keep the people in the city safe. On the first day of war, Sikh forces suffered huge losses. They wanted Rani Sahib Kaur to fight till her last breath. She kept her army inspired too. She was ready to die, but not ready to quit or give up. With Guru's blessings, she got an idea. She attacked the Maratha army at midnight when they were celebrating their victory. Sikh army took them by surprise and won. So her faith in Guru's blessings helped her win against a huge army of Marathas. Just like Rani Sahib Kaur, I have great faith in our father Guru Gobind Singh Ji and his teachings. I want to make them part of my life by always standing up for truth and justice and never giving up. If I come across a difficult or impossible situation in my life, Rani Sahib Kaur will always inspire me to take a leap of faith and follow my Guru's teachings bravely instead of quitting or taking an easy way out. I would like to end my speech with a few lines written by the fifth Guru, which resonates the same message. Bikamo bikam akhada, main Guru mil jeeta ram. Guru mil jeeta har har kita, tuti pita param kada. Paya khajana bahut nidana, sanat meri aap kada. So sugyana, so pardana, jo prab apna kita. Kau nanak Javal Swami ta sar se pai mita. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Mehpreet Kaur. The next speaker is Sakhi Kaur, Sakhi. Sakhi Kaur. Is she here today? No. Sakhi Kaur. Okay, then the next speaker is Bhavroop Kaur, Bhavroop Kaur.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Bhavru Kaur. Today I'm going to speak about Rani Sahib Kaur, a warrior princess. Rani Sahib Kaur was brave, intelligent, and a great leader. She had a lot of faith in Guru Granth Sahib. That inspires me a lot. She followed his teachings while fighting a huge army of Marathas and did not give up. She believed, and now I believe, that when you are fighting for truth and justice, Guruji always helps the Sikhs. Marathas' forces were going to attack Patiala. They wanted Rani Sahib Kaur to accept defeat. Marathas had bigger army and better weapons like cannons. But she was a true daughter of Guru Granth Sahib. She decided to fight the Marathas and not quit. So she called a meeting with all the other Sikh rulers and asked them to join the fight. Together they had 7,000 soldiers. They stopped the Maratha army outside the city to keep the people safe. On the first day of war, Sikh forces suffered huge loss. They were losing hope. But Rani Sahib Kaur wanted to fight until her last breath. She kept her army inspired too. She was ready to die but not give up. With Guru's blessings, she got an idea. She attacked the Maratha army at midnight when they were celebrating their victory. Sikh army took them by surprise and won. So her faith and Guru's blessings helped her win. Just like Rani Sahib Kaur, I have great faith in our father Guru Granth Sahib and his teachings. I want to make them a part of my life by standing up for truth and justice and never giving up. She will always inspire me to have faith and follow my Guru's teachings bravely instead of quitting. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Bhavru Kaur. The next speaker is Jasman Singh, Jasman Singh. Judges ready? Jasman Singh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Rani Sahib Kaur inspired me to have faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji. It made me feel so because when Rani Sahib Kaur learned that the Marathas were marching towards Patiala with a very heavy army and advanced weapons, she did not lose her confidence. She refused to surrender to the strong army. She had a meeting with the kings and chiefs from the neighboring state. They did not want to fight as they were a small army and could not stand against the strong Maratha force. She explained to them that our father Guru Gobind Singh Ji did not surrender to the Mughals. 46 stood up against the army of millions. We are the children of the same Guru and we should defend ourselves bravely before the war. She addressed her chiefs and soldiers that she had pledged to return victorious. The freedom is a blessing of our Guru, she told them. We are fighting against the truth and justice. So let's remember Guruji and take an oath that we shall die
but won't let the enemy advance a single foot in our territory. On the first day of the battle at Mardanpur near Ambala, many Sikh forces suffered severe casualties because of the heavy cannon firing from the Maratha force. They were surrounded with no escape, but Rani Sahib Kaur had faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji. She attacked the army shouting jakaras, hearing the sound of jakaras, and Sikhs were filled with courage and they broke the siege. But by the night, Sikh soldiers were losing hope. She motivated everyone by saying, "We have received the Khandi Ki Bahul and we have the star on that represents the blessing of our Guru, and our Guru will surely protect our honor." While the chiefs were worried and thinking there is no way of winning, Rani Sahib Kaur said, "The war can be won not only by strength but also by strategy." They decided they will attack the Maratha force while they are enjoying the victory. She got her troops ready and attacked the Maratha force at midnight. She took them as surprise. They burst upon the camp of enemies like a lion attacks the herds. Maratha force ran for their lives and never looked back towards Punjab. Rani Sahib Kaur saved Patiala with her intelligence, leadership, and by having faith in Guruji. After reading about Rani Sahib Kaur, I want to be like her. I want to be brave and honest and fearless. I really like the way Rani Sahib Kaur defeated the Marathas confidently and bravely. I will always fight against the truth and justice. I will always help others who need help. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Jasmine Singh. The next speaker is Naveen Singh, Naveen Singh. Judges ready?
Guru
Naveen
Pyari
first.
Saad Sangat Jiyo, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. After reading the book Princess Rani Sahib Kaur, I am convinced that Guru Gobind Singh is one of our greatest heroes. A mention of his name brings up images of a great warrior riding through the battlefield with a raised sword. Guru Gobind Singh Ji was a great warrior, but his great acts of heroism were not on the battlefield. He inspired Sikhs by giving them the Khalsa. The Khalsa shows Sikhs had to become both spiritual and physical warriors. Guruji said, "Dikhawe da Sikh nahi banana." Do not act Sikh outwardly only for show. Guru Gobind Singh Ji stood up while others lowered their heads and gave the Khalsa so we could stand up to the evils around us. He showed courage to fight, didn't he? Even after losing his sons, mother, and father. Guruji gave the Khalsa to us so we could stand up to the evils around us. Where other men would have been broken, he stayed strong. Guruji provided guidance, inspiration, and courage when he needed it the most. Sometimes simple words have the deepest meanings. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's hukam, Sikh da itabar karna. Have confidence in a Sikh is simple but powerful. Rani Sahib understood the power of Sikhism and Khalsa. She was not only a great warrior, but a great person of faith as well. It was her faith that made her strong, not the sword in her hand. She was infused with the Khalsa spirit that Guru Gobind Singh Ji has passed on to the Sikhs. Her faith pushed her to bring honesty, compassion to her brother's court. As a Sikh, her desire was to serve people, not rule over them. After death of Raja Amar Singh, his son Sahib Singh became the king of Patiala at a tender age of 7. He appointed his sister Rani Sahib Kaur as prime minister of the state. She got full authority to run Patiala state.
Rani Sahib learned that the Marathas were marching towards Patiala with a very large army. The Marathas had advanced weapons and cannons. The men around her lost their confidence. A message came from the Marathas demanding surrender of Sikhs. Instead of accepting surrender to the strong and armed army, she challenged them to a fight. She had faith in her Sikhs. She had faith in the Khalsa. She inspired those around her with her simple words and great acts of courage. As the soldiers around her despaired and were ready to accept a defeat, she said, "You might think there's no way of winning. The war can not only be won by strength, but also strategy." She rallied them with Chagara. Bole son nihal, sat sri akal. She acted like a lioness charging through the battlefield. The Sikh soldiers attacked the Marathas at midnight and took them by surprise. The Sikh burst upon the camp of the enemies as the lions attacked the herd. The men around her saw this bravery and were inspired to be lions themselves. With her simple words, great acts of courage, and intelligent leadership, she was able to defeat a much larger army of Marathas. After reading the life story of Rani Sahib Kaur, I was inspired and felt the spirit of Khalsa. I would like to do everything in my life with great determined spirit. My goal will be to serve people, and my goal will be to serve and protect others, not rule over them, not seek any reward. I'll be honest, compassionate in dealing with all people. Guruji said, "Shubh karmante, kabu not taro." Do not avoid poor and virtuous acts. This is what we should strive for in our lives. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Naveen Singh. The next speaker is Gurman Singh, Gurman Singh. Judges ready?
Guru Pyari Saad Sangat Ji, Bhai Guru Ji Ka Khalsa, Bhai Guru Ji Ki Fateh. As I started reading this book about the warrior Princess Sahib Kaur, who learned horse riding and use of weapons in her childhood, it got me very interested. She took Gandiki Pahul at a young age and truly became a Gursikh princess. I wanted to know more about her life history and what inspired her to be so brave and courageous. Sahib Kaur had a very strong faith in the Shmesh Pita, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. She motivated Sikhs of the time by giving Guruji's example of 46 fighting against the army of 1,000,000 Mughals. What surprises me the most is how can an army of 40 even stand against 1,000,000? It could only happen because Khalsa warriors had rock solid belief in their Guru and faith that Bhai Guru is always with them. Sahib Kaur dedicated her entire life to carry out reforms to bring peace and prosperity in Punjab. She lived her life as an ideal Sikh role model. Guru Gobind Singh Ji transformed weak and oppressed community into Singhs and Kaurs by not only changing their identity, but also making them mentally and physically strong. Khalsa warrior has a responsibility of self-defense and protecting the weak and needy. My faith in Guruji has increased tremendously after reading this book. Guruji proved that he was not just a preacher, but a doer. By sacrificing his father and his 4 sons, I am proud to be a Sikh boy and plan to live my life as taught by our Gurus. Answer to the second question. When Sahib Kaur learned a large army of Marathas is marching towards Patiala, she remained calm and confident. Marathas wanted allegiance of the Patiala state, and they had advanced. Sikh rulers of the neighboring states did not want to fight Marathas due to their small number. Sahib Kaur called a meeting with the Sikh rulers and filled them with courage by reminding them
what Guruji did when he faced Mughals and hill chiefs. She strongly believed that freedom is a blessing of our Guru, and Guru always protects honor of his Sikhs. Rani Sahib Kaur marched into the battlefield fearlessly with 7,000 warriors and filled the battlefield with Jakaras. Marathas had advanced weapons and cannons, so they were in high spirits, and Sikh soldiers were losing hope and wanted to retreat. But this thought of the Guru stayed strong and said that she would fight till the end of her life, and everybody decided to stand with her. Rani Sahib Kaur won the war by not only strength but also strategy. The Sikh soldiers attacked Marathas at midnight when they were celebrating their victory and made them run for their lives. Rani Sahib Kaur proved once again that it was not the number of soldiers that mattered, but instead it was courage, intelligence, and unshaken faith in the Guru that made them victorious. To answer my third question, I wanted to give the example of this great Shabad by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. This Shabad truly describes the lifestyle of an ideal Gursikh. Tehe shivabar moe eh shubh karman te kabhu na duru, which means, hey Akal Purakh, grant me this wish that I never hesitate to sign up for good deeds. Na daru aur so jab jaye ladu nischay kar apni jeet karu. That I'd never be afraid to fight for justice, and I believe in my victory. Arsik ho apni hi man ko eh lalach ho gunto acharu. Deep in my heart, I always long for remembering your name. जब आपकी आद ने थान बने अथीरन में तब जूझ मरूं. And when there is need to sacrifice myself in any form, I should do so, fighting for truth. I will lead my life reciting Gurbani and applying the principles of Sikhi to my life. When I grow up, I want to go to Africa and help the needy children. I want to help educate kids so they can live a great life. There is no war or battlefield today, but there will always be a fight between good and wrong, bad choices. I pray to Vaheguru for always giving me strength to choose right over wrong. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Gurman Singh. The next speaker is Ekas Singh, A-E-K-U-S. Ekas Singh. Judge is ready.
देशवा बर मोहे है शुभ कर्मन ते कब हो न डरो और सो जब जाए डरो निश्चय कर अपनी जीत करो. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Sat Sangat Ji, I had the privilege to read the book Princess Rani Sahib Kaur by Harmeet Singh. This book inspires me to affirm my faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji. At a young age, Rani Sahib Kaur got blessed with Kande Ki Paul, always wore the star, learned horse riding, and use of weapons. When the strongest of men lost their courage, this daughter of the Guru remained confident. Guru Gobind Singh Ji did not submit to the Mughals and hill chiefs. 40 Khalsas stood against 1,000,000. Just like that, Rani Sahib Kaur defended herself and fought bravely with the Marathas. She, too, always fought for truth and justice. Rani Sahib Kaur was successful in defeating a huge army of Marathas by her leadership and intelligence. She led her troops and attacked the Marathas at midnight and took them by surprise. Maratha forces ran for their lives and never looked back towards Punjab. Inspired by this story, I will live a life with confidence and courage, just like Rani Sahib Kaur always remained confident and courageous against the enemy. I will also defend myself bravely and live fearlessly. I will speak up for the right thing, be fair, fight for truth and justice. And most importantly, I will strengthen my bond with Guru Gobind Singh Ji by maintaining the Sikhi Sarup, and he will protect my honor. Khalsa mero roop hai khas, khalse mein hu karu nivas. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Eka Singh. The last speaker is Tejas Singh. Tejas. Tejas.
Param Satguru Yoga Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji di Hazuri Vich Jur Beti Sad Sangat Ji Guru Gobind Singh Ji di Bachi Hoy Fateh Parvan Karo Te Gaj Vaj De Bolo Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Tejas Singh, and I am very much inspired after reading the book Rani Sahib Kaur. This book showcases how a true believer in Guru should live his or her life with dignity and courage and be humble and respectful to the needy. After reading this book, my faith in Guru Gobind Singh Ji has got stronger. I read this book multiple times, and with each iteration, a new aspect of belief and courage sprouted within me. Guru Gobind Singh Ji has inspired the entire Sikh community with his writings and poems. He showed us how a Sikh should do ardas and take the blessings of Vaheguru in every sphere of life. I would like to share with you the following lines, which were written by Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and these very well align with the core idea of the book. De Shiva Burmohe Ehe Shubh Karman Te Kabu Nataro Nadaro Arso Jab Jai Laro Nishtay Kar Apni Jeet Karo और सिखो अपने ही मन को ए लालच हो तो उतरो जब आपकी ओद निदान बने अच्छी रन में तब जूझ मरो. Every time I read the above lines, I feel so powerful yet humble at the same time. Sad Sangat Ji, this is the charisma of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and this is how he inspired Rani Sahib Kaur and is inspiring us and will inspire the generations to follow. Rani Sahib was brought up in Sikhi Sanskar and learned academics along with horse riding and use of weapons. Guru Gobind Singh Ji and his teachings played a key role in overcoming challenges faced by her off and on the battlefield. Rani Sahib was once attacked by the Maratha army, which was much stronger and bigger than her army, and her challenging reply to the Marathas showed the touch and influence of her Guru. Her alliances and army were not willing to fight against the Marathas, but she was the true daughter of Guru Gobind Singh Ji and motivated her army by reminding them about the Battle of Chamkaur Sahib, where 40 brave and fearless Sikhs fought against an army of 1 million. She motivated them through the following lines written by Guru Gobind Singh Ji and was able to transform a smaller and weaker army into an army which ended up winning the battle against the Marathas.
चिड़ियों से मैं बाज तराऊं तब एडविन से नाम खाऊं गिद्धरों से मैं शेर बनाऊं तब एडविन से नाम खाऊं नीचों से मैं ऊंच बनाऊं तब एडविन से नाम खाऊं सवा लच से एट लड़ाऊं तब एडविन से नाम खाऊं. This book has provided me great insight about how our ancestors have stood with the weakest and fought against the strongest. I am an American Sikh, and my challenges are different from Rani Sahib Kaur, and I'm sure that they are different from the challenges which you all faced while growing up. The key is that the teachings of our gurus are still the same, and those teachings helped Rani Sahib Kaur and helped you, and I'm sure that they will help me to overcome my challenges. Considering my challenges, I would like to follow and believe in the following. Number 1, I am not alone and Mera Guru Sada Mere Ansand Hai. Number 2, do not surrender to the challenges and fears of life. Number 3, always do ardas when starting and finishing a project. Thank you for listening and for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts with you. De Tet Fateh Panti Jeet Nanak Naam Chardit La Tere Pane Sir Patabla. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Tejas Singh, and that concludes Group 1. One jekara bole sonehal.
Amrita Kaur, you can come now here. Okay, judges, the second group I know starts along with it, but I'm so impressed, the youngest group and the maximum participants, 18. And I feel like they just give us only 3 kids to go for the regional. I think I'm gonna take 4 kids out of 18. So 4 kids from this group will go to the regional. And that is, thank you so much, all the parents bringing your kids, because this makes the other kids to go for regional as the number counts. The second group is 9 to 10 years. And I know that the judges are ready, and Amrita Kaur is going to make the announcement. Just to save some time for Sangat, all those questions are behind on these computers, and please make sure that if you are listening, you don't know why they are talking about or what they are talking about, these are the questions and they are giving the answers. Judges have the questions, the rest of the participants know about it. So for timekeeper, remember for this group, 5 minutes 30 seconds first bell, 6 minutes second bell, 6 minutes 30 seconds third bell. And the other thing is, with the first group there was no bell, so it seems like everybody did well with time. So group 2 starts, and Amrita Kaur will take the names, all of the participants.
Jobin Singh, Joben Singh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. All religions are based on a belief or worship of a
of a superhuman power, and there are many religions in the world, such as Christianity, Islam, and Hinduism. Our main focus today is Sikhism, because it is important to grow in our faith and maintain Sikhi. A Sikh is many things: a student, a leader, and a philosopher. These are things I strive to be, and they answer the question of why am I a Sikh. I am proud to be a Sikh because we believe in seva, Simran, and sacrifice. Seva, or selfless service, is helping others out of kindness without expecting anything in return. Seva is an important Sikh belief because whether it's donating money, clothes, food, or sacrificing time, we help those in need. Guru Granth Sahib Ji says, Seva karth hoi na kami, tisko hot prapat swami. One who does selfless service without the thought of reward shall obtain his Lord and Master. Simran is important for two main reasons. The first being that music is such an easy way to memorize and celebrate God's name. The other one is Seva sort Shabad Chitalai, meaning when doing Seva, your mind sure sai Gurbani. Or center your awareness on Seva and focus your consciousness on Shabad. Sacrifice both of physical life and putting others first is an exceptional part of Sikhism. Guru Granth Sahib Ji tells us about the martyrs who willingly died for their faith. Joto prem kalanka chao sir tar tali gali miyao. If you desire to play this game of love with me, then step onto my path with your head on your hand. We also learn about those who constantly place the interests of others before their own. For example, some things I can do to follow this principle is to help around the house and take on extra chores. Besides doing things at home, I can also help others in places like the park and the school by picking up trash or helping a friend with their homework. I can even donate money to the homeless shelter. I can sing shabads to help me remember how to live a good life, and I can sacrifice things I want in order to help others. And now by doing these things, I will be living the life of a true Sikh. So Sikh Saka Banda Papai Jo Gur Ke Pane Vich Ave. He is a Sikh, a friend, a relative who walks in the way of the Guru's will. A Gursikh is a Sikh who does his best to follow the Guru's teachings and live an honest life. Do you know what a Gursikh does every day? A Gursikh leaves his bed before dawn to recite Gurbani, and at sunrise, he goes about his duties with honesty and fairness. A Gursikh is of the world as he serves humanity, but he is also spotless. This means that while he is part of the world, he does not let worldly things affect him. He is humble and fearless and dedicates himself to the Almighty, Vaheguru. He recites Bani in the evening before bed, knowing that he has performed with integrity and sincerity. Did you know that Jijan sab tis de sabna ka soi? Now I think we should talk about human equality. Human equality indicates that humans are given the same status, regardless of caste, gender, race, or religious beliefs. Human equality is both the equal treatment of people and people being valued equally. Ji jan sab tis de sabna ka soi. Did you know that there is a pay gap between men and women? On average, for every $1 a man makes, a woman makes 89 cents for doing the same work. Even in today's society, women are treated unfairly. This may even be happening in your own neighborhood. An example of this is sati pratha. This occurs in some parts of the world where women are thrown into the fire after their husbands died because society no longer had a use for them. Guru Granth Sahib Ji says, Satya e Akyan Jomaria Lagjalan. Within the caste system, there was a belief that the shadow of the lowest caste members are impure. But Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji says, Uch Neech Sab Ik Sman Keet Hasti Banaya. One way the Sikhs have eliminated the inequalities in the world is through Guru Ka Langar, started by Guru Amar Das Ji. In this place, everyone sits on the same elevation and is served the same food, regardless of their social status or faith. Now that's what I call equality. There are many Sikh beliefs that are valuable to me. These include Seva, Simran, and sacrifice. To me, these sum up the main beliefs of Sikhi. We must all strive to be a Gur Sikh and follow the Guru's teachings. One of the most important of these teachings states that all humans should be treated equal. I truly believe in Guru Sahib's teachings of one God who is omnipresent, and I will always remember that this is why I am a Sikh. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Jobin Singh. Jasmeh Kaur, Jasmeh Kaur, Jasmeh.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह गुर मेरे संग सदा है नाले सिमर सिमरत सदा समाले My Guru is always with me. Near at hand, I meditate on him, I remember him, he will always be dear to me. My God is not equal to anyone else and has none to fear from. I truly believe that he is inside us and we should not fear anyone or anything. Just by praying, we can seek the protection of Vaheguru, who is himself fearless and makes me lose all my fears. I strongly believe, and I'm proud to say, that my religion believes in equality. Everyone is treated equal regardless of their caste, creed, or color. We sit together in the presence of Guru Granth Sahib Ji as one human race. We do not discriminate while we eat langar. We all sit together and share whatever is made in our Gurdwara kitchen, which is called Guru Ka Langar. Today, Golden Temple Amritsar kitchen is one of the largest kitchens serving free langar to millions of people. Abul Allah noor paya kudrat ke sab bande ek noor te sajab ubje kon pale ko mande. I also believe that our religion is the one who really stands out in one of a million. Our turbans give us a different look, and our way of life with the 5 Ks give us a different meaning and make us feel proud of our religion and our beliefs. I'm truly impressed by these beliefs and proud to be called a Khalsa. The Khalsa made by our 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, has put on us not 1, not 2, but 3 commands: service, Simran, and sacrifice. Vaheguru Ji has blessed us with service for humble and needy. A lot of Sikh organizations are doing the service throughout the world. United Sikhs and Khalsa Aid are the most famous ones. They reach to every needy person on the globe. As we all know, that Simran is Naam Japna, but the question is why, how, and when do we do Simran? Guruji said, since food is important for our body, similarly, Simran is necessary for our soul. By doing Simran, we get connected to Vaheguru and we can realize the eternal truth, the Almighty Himself. By doing Simran, we can get out of our fears. Nanak naam jahaz hai, chhare se utre par, jo sharda kar sevde, Gurpar utaran har. O Nanak, the name of God is a ship. One boards a light across the sea, which is the world. Whosoever serves with devotion, the Guru assists him or her in enlightening across the ocean, the world. Those who have faith in Guru and are lovingly attached to Vaheguru enjoy supreme happiness. The 3rd command is sacrifice. Sacrifice of self to uphold the right and the just. We should always stand for the right and fight for the right. Guru Gobind Singh Ji set an example when he sacrificed his family for Khalsa Panth. Even though many Sikhs had died in front of Guru Gobind Singh Ji's eyes, in spite of all these deaths, he sent his sons to fight in the battlefield. When asked why is he sending his sons, his answer was, all the Sikhs are my sons. We Sikhs are martial community. They always prefer to die heroic death for a noble cause. They take it as a sweet will of God. Sura so pehchaniye jo lare deen ke het, porza kat mare kabu na chade ket. Sikhism is the only religion
in which both men and women are treated equally. Women are given equal status as men. Mata Kaur is the best example. Mata Kaur fought shoulder to shoulder with the Khalsa Fauj against the Mughals. We all sit together in the Divan in the presence of Guru Granth Sahib Ji and listen to Gurbani. Langar is equally distributed among Sangat, which is an example of universal brotherhood. We have a common bathing tank called Sarovar at Amritsar and Taran Taran, which is constructed by Gurus themselves. Everyone is welcome to take a holy dip without the least discrimination of caste or creed. Sikhism is a faith based on unity of God and brotherhood of mankind. Love of God and service of humanity are the main themes with it. I end my speech with this quote. Kise na farni si baan sikhi di, kise na par langona si, je na hondi Guru Gobind Singh, asi gulam kahona si. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Jasmine Kaur. Amitoj Singh, AMITOJ.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. My name is Amitoj Singh Sandhu. I am here to tell you why I am a Sikh. To address the first question about the three important Sikh beliefs that impress me and inspire me are Naam Japana, keep God in mind at all times, Kirt Karna, earning an honest living, and Vart Shankana, sharing one's earnings. These are the three golden rules of Sikhi. These three rules started by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. If applied to everyone in today's modern day, it would make the world a kinder and better place. In the second question, the way of life of a Gursikh as told by Guru Gobind Singh Ji is by taking Amrit. He teaches us to always stand up for righteousness, truth, and justice, and to always safeguard the interest and honor of the weak. The Khalsa meditates on the name of Vaheguru, stands up for the right, and just lastly believes in the service of the needy in the community. These are the pics of human excellence and also of a true Gursikh. Question 3 is asking about human equality in the Sikh faith. Sikhism recognizes no caste or creed as high or low. People of all colors and faith are welcome with open arms. Harmandir Sahib has 4 doors in all 4 directions, as a symbol of everyone being welcomed. Sikhism believes in universal brotherhoods. Sangat and Pangat are the 2 strong pillars of Sikhi. Guru Ka Langar, where all eat sitting together and same meal is served to everyone. A Sikh always ends his prayers asking for happiness of mankind. Tere bala sarvata palla. In conclusion, I would like to say that the book has helped me in understanding and learning the principles of Sikhi. In my everyday life, as a student, family member, and a community member, I vow to be of service, share my belongings, and keep Vaheguru at mind at all times, and to always stay humble and kind. Nam Niva Mat Achirak. Please forgive me if I've made any mistakes during my speech today. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Amitoj Singh. Harnoor Kaur, Harnoor.
Param Satgur Yog Tan Tan Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji di Hazuri with your Bati Sat Sangat Ji Guru Gobind Singh Ji di Bakshi Hoy Fateh Parvan Karo Te Gaj Vaj Ke Bolo Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sikh religion was founded by Guru Nanak in the form of 10 Gurus in India. The 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, ended the personal Guruship and proclaimed Guru Granth Sahib as the last Guru. The three beliefs of Sikhism in this Granth are: number 1, God is one. He is the supreme truth. He is the creator. He is without fear and without hate. He is immortal. He is neither born and nor does he die. By Guru's grace shall he be met. Chant and meditate on his name. In the beginning he is truth. Throughout the ages he has been the truth. He is the truth now, and he shall be the truth forever. Number 2, one endless God. The most important aspect of being a Sikh is to understand that there is one endless God. He is intangible, imperishable, immutable, fearless, deathless, and creator of all. There is only the one supreme Lord. There is no other at all. Spirit, soul, and body all belong to him. Whatever pleases his will comes to pass. God is formless. The great Guru preached that God is formless. God is beyond gender and shape. He has no form, no shape, no color. God is beyond these three qualities. God has no body. He is the greatest spirit of all, and our soul is part of him. Sahib mera eko hai bhai eko hai. My Lord and Master is one. He is the one and only. O siblings of destiny, he is the one alone. Kun eho hor nahi koi, nako hoya nako hoy. This virtue is his alone. There is no other like him. There never has been and there never will be. The idealistic approach of Sikhism is that it recognizes the existence of the same heavenly light in every human, being rich or poor, high or low, irrespective of caste, creed, color, race, religion, and nationality. There are three ways of life of a good Sikh, and I will briefly touch on each one of them with a supporting Shabad from Guru Granth Sahib. Kirat karo, work hard in alms. Ga ke kich hatto de nanak rao pachne se. One who works for what he eats and gives some of what he has. O Nanak, he knows the path. Vand ke chako, share what you have with the needy. Naam japo, always remember God throughout the day. Without any one of these, the ambition of life is not complete. Guru Gobind Singh Ji further emphasized, truthful living in the entire Sikh religion is built on truthful living. Guru says that truth is higher, but truthful living is still higher. Truthful living is defined as, number 1, serve the humble and needy people. Number 2, do Naam Simran. Number 3, sacrifice of self to uphold the right justice. The above mentioned are the prides of human excellence, and to achieve this excellence I hold on as a Sikh. Sikh faith is all about equality and brotherhood. Guru Nanak rose above rites and rituals, above creed and conventions, to a vision of love. He preached a religion of love, sacrifice, and service. Tum kat Brahman, hum kat Sood. How is it that you are a Brahman and I am of a low social status? Hum kat Lahu, tum kat Dood. How is it that I am formed of blood and you are made of milk? In Guru Granth Sahib, there is Bani from many saints who belong to different castes. Guru Gobind Singh Ji made Panch Pyares from different castes and creed. I feel privileged to share my thoughts, and I thank you all for giving me this opportunity. Teg teg fateh pant ki jeet, Nanak naam chedi kala tere bani sabad tabla. Vaheguru Ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki fateh.
Good job, Harnoor Kaur. Anshveer Singh, Anshveer.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa and Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. The Sikh beliefs that I believe in that has inspired me so much in my everyday life. It is faith based on the unity of God. Sahib mera ikko hai by ikko hai. And brotherhood of man, where love of God and the service for humanity are the main themes. The Sikh beliefs that impress me the most are Guru Gobind's 3 commands: service, Simran, and sacrifice. Service. We do service for the humble and the needy. We do seva and help people who are in need by giving or sharing with them. Serving the humanity keeps our hearts receptive and makes one tender-hearted. One of the best aspects of seva I like in this Gurdwara is sandwich seva, where everyone does seva to help make sandwiches for the poor and homeless. Whenever I help someone, even if it is a classmate or a player in my baseball team, I feel happiness and joy. In our religion, we pay so much importance to seva and service. It does give one joy to share what we are blessed with, and unfortunately some are not. Eventually, we are from the same one God. We are brothers and sisters, so why not share and be happy? My grandparents have always taught me to be giving, and they are such a good example for me. Simran. We do Simran to always remember God's qualities so that we can meditate on Waheguru Ji when we are in need. Simran helps me having a better focus in life, which helps me in my studies and my daily routines. We can do Simran any time of the day and even when we are working. Simran calms me down whenever I am anxious, have worries, or have difficulties. I start my day with Simran as I don't know how my day will be, but with Simran it helps me face the unknowns of the day. I know I am not alone. Waheguru Ji, even though invisible to the human eye, will always be with me whenever I pray. Okay, sacrifice. This was the most challenging for me and I am working on it. Guru Gobind Singh Ji is the best example for us where he sacrificed his whole family. We can sacrifice our food knowing the person can eat a meal. My mom always tells me a story where her friend would willingly share everything with everyone. She would even remain hungry to help others eat. We can sacrifice ourselves for a good cause. All of these examples give me strength and motivation to have a strong faith in my religion. I, as a person, am proud of being a Sikh because of these qualities, and it makes us stand out. When we do follow all of Guru Gobind's 3 orders, that is when we can be true Sikh. When I follow these beliefs, I feel happier, stronger, and braver. Every day I pray and meditate and pray to Waheguru Ji to either have a good day, help someone in need, or if I am in need. Waheguru Ji will always come and help us in a special form and quality that we prayed on. It is always important to keep faith in him. We should always follow the way of life as told by our Guru. This makes practicing our religion very simple. We should always follow the Song of Nam, Guru Granth Sahib. We do not follow any rituals or idols. As a Sikh, I can pray to God for his blessings for the whole humanity. I keep my body healthy and treat it as a gift from God. Be humble, but suffer no humiliation. Be fearless, lovable, and do not be vain. Be known by my own actions, and my action will show my character as a true Sikh. Be lovable and not let anyone point fingers at you. Sikhism recognizes no caste or creed as high or low, nor do we recognize any color, race, or country as high or low. We Sikhs never treat people with inequality. Our religion stands out on human equality. Male and female have equal rights. Both can perform duties in the Gurdwara. Sikhs run free langar where anyone from community can eat. When we eat langar, we all sit down together irrespective of the caste, creed, or race. We even treat people equally from different religious beliefs, like if they believe in many gods or goddesses. We don't even treat them bad if they are our worst enemies or even if we are at war with them. If we do treat them badly, even if they treated us badly in the first, the conflict between us will just get worse and worse, and we will never get along. If we all treat us equally, we will not just get along, but we will all be happy and live in peace. We will feel one with the universe in common with the brotherhood and pray with humbleness for the common good for humanity. If we Sikh can do this, we will have been true Sikhs.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Anshvir Singh. Ruhan Singh. Ruhaan. Ruhaan.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह सात संगत जी मेरा नाम रूहान सिंह है ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ 9 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਹਾਂ Today I want to share my thoughts about key Sikh beliefs that are most important and inspiring to me. The Guru Sikh way of life as suggested by our 10 gurus and then our internal guru, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, is all about doing good and leading a simple life. Nam Japo, Kirat Karo and Vanchako. Today I will talk about 3 key areas of what I like about being a Sikh. First, I will share my thoughts on what really inspired me to be a Sikh. Second, I will share my thoughts on the way of life that Guru Gobind Singh Ji suggested for us when he gave us the special gift of being Khalsa. And finally, I would like to also talk about how Sikhism has embraced equality not only as a part of principle, but also as a part of practice. Our gurus have shown us the path of Miri and Piri, to be humble and spiritual, but also ready to fight for justice and help the needy. There is a rich history of Sikh martyrs who are there to encourage us to do the right things. Sikhi teaches me to be a good human being and focus on my duties while remembering God and be ready to help others. This makes me a proud Sikh. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji blessed us with Amrit and Khalsa Nam and Sarup, he gave us the power to stand for truth, justice and rightness. The Sant Sipahi Sarup gives me confidence and responsibility to defend the poor and needy. He raised a motivated and strong army who had, even though it was very small and weak compared to the enemies, gave them a good fight and stood their way. It was Guru Gobind Singh Ji's leadership that made it possible. He gave us a distinct status as a saint soldier, appearing and living a spiritual life as a saint, but also strong and brave like a soldier when it comes to fighting for truth, justice, and needy. A distinct appearance with the 5 kakars is a symbol of us being special. The chosen ones are the guards of society and live with inner high spirits. These all things make me feel very special and hence make me proud of being a Sikh. Now I would like to talk about the teachings of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He showed us the path to follow a life of service, Simran and sacrifice. Guru Gobind Singh Ji guided us for a way of high quality life with instructions to have meditation in the morning and reciting Vaheguru's names, ready to serve humanity, be fearless and ready to fight for justice, respect women, do not indulge in smoking tobacco and drinking alcohol, follow the principles of one God, and follow 5 kakars and have a meaningful life. Now, looking at the third point, I want to bring the basic principles of humanity, equality, for all that has always been a foundation of Sikhism. Our Gurujis taught us to respect women in the same equal status, even though it was not a common practice in that time in history. Sikhism considers all humans being equal, whatever caste, color, and race they are from. Guru Kalangar is a concept that displays how our Gurus wanted everyone to be considered equal. Everyone, irrespective of their background, can do seva, and everyone sits in the same pangat and is served the same food and same utensils. There is no special treatment for anyone, even if their kings are poor. This shows how important it is from a Sikh's perspective to understand and demonstrate equality of human beings. To sum it up, I am proud to be a Sikh and pray to Vaheguruji to give me strength and wisdom to follow the principles of Sikhi. Vaheguruji ka Khalsa, Vaheguruji ki Fateh.
Good job, Rahan. Sing here. Avleen Kaur, Avleen.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Aval Allah Noor Apaya, Kudrat Ke Sab Bande. Ek Noor Te Sab Jug Upje, Kaun Bale Ko Mande. God created light from which all beings were born, and from this light came the universe. So who is good and who is bad? Pyari Sat Sangat Ji. Guru Granth Sahib Ji tells us that all people are equal and are equal in the eyes of God. Then why do we not treat each other equal? Why do we fight each other based on religion, country, race, or gender? Why do we see the creations of Ikonkar with distrust? Throughout history, race, religion, gender, and caste have been used by those in power to suppress and control ordinary people. Spiritual leaders controlled who could perform prayers or enter places of worship. Kings and rulers used religion and race to control and enslave people. Access to education was restricted to only a few select people. Guru Nanak Dev Ji introduced Sikhism to fight and eradicate these problems. By following the teachings of Sikhism, we can become better human beings. So what are the important principles of Sikhism that will make me a better Sikh and human? The first principle of Sikhism that is very important to me is the concept of Ikonkar. It means one true God. We are all his children. No one is superior or chosen above others. Can you imagine how many wars could have been prevented and how many millions of lives could have been saved if all mankind believed in Ikonkar? The second principle that I value is all human beings are created equal, and we must treat everyone as our equal. In front of Guru Granth Sahib, a king or president has the same value as a teacher or plumber. The third principle of Sikhism that I find very important and hope to incorporate into my life is Kirat Karna and One Shakna. For a Sikh, it is a sin to live on hard work of others, and we must earn a living through honest work. But even that is not enough. We must help those that are less fortunate than us. We can do simple things such as sandwich seva, helping classmates, or donating to those affected by natural disasters. To put principles of Sikhism into practice, Guru Gobind Singh Ji provided us with guidance on our daily life. We should get up early and meditate on the name of God and maintain the Sikhi Sarup with 5 articles of faith. We should live a virtuous life with honest earnings through hard work while doing Nam Simran. We should be kind, humble, and ready to help others. We should be brave like a lion, not to do harm, but to protect the weak and to help anyone in need. A good example of this is Bhai Kanhaiya Ji. On the battlefields, he would not only provide water to the Sikhs, but also to the injured soldiers that were fighting against the Sikhs. When the Sikhs complained about him to Guruji, instead of punishing him, Guruji gave him a medicine to apply to the wounded soldiers, since he valued how Bhai Kanhaiya Ji saw God in everyone. From Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, one of the cornerstones of Sikhism is the concept of human equality. Manas ki jaat ek pehchan hai.
all mankind have the same recognition. We may look different, speak in different languages, or live in different places, but we are all the same inside. Equality is so important in Sikhism. Our Gurus created rules and customs to help us practice it. For example, langars were started by Guru Nanak Dev Ji, so everyone, rich and poor, powerful and weak, men and women, can sit at the same level and eat the same food. In Sangat, everyone is welcome to sit and listen to Kirtan and participate in doing it as well. Many religious practices discriminate, but in Sikhism, the religious practices are used to encourage and practice equality. Our Gurus have taught us to practice and fight for equality by transforming Sikhs into saint soldiers. We must stand up and fight for the rights of all people without distinction. Guru Gobind Singh Ji exemplified this by asking his father Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji to sacrifice himself for the Hindus so they won't be forced to convert to Islam. What greater display of sacrifice and equality can there be? Sad Sangat Ji, I'd like to conclude by saying, for me, one of the most important aspects of Sikhism is that it truly values each one of us equally. In current times, when fear of those that are different causes people to build walls, I hope that Sikhism helps me and others see light in all and embrace everyone equally as the children of one true God. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Avleen Kaur. The last person is Harjot Kaur, Harjot.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Have you ever been asked by others what characterizes a Sikh? Sikhs are defined by their strength and generosity. Sikhs are defined by their courage and their drive to help others. Sikhs are defined as kind individuals who put others before themselves. We depend on only one God who has no equal and who forgives our sins, if we sincerely pray for that. There are many beliefs that Sikhs have. The three main pillars to me include service, Simran, and sacrifice. Service to me is when I do seva, make sandwiches for the homeless, or donate my money to charity. Every Sunday, I go to Gurdwara to learn about our Guru's teachings. That is Simran. Another example of Simran is when I do Japji Sahib every morning or evening. I donate or give up my old toys, clothes, or my money to people who can't afford such things. And to me, this is sacrifice. Service, Simran, and sacrifice are also the three commands that Guru Gobind Singh Ji has passed down. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's command, sacrifice, teaches all Sikhs to die heroic deaths. When the Jat Sahibzade could have changed their religion to stay alive, they still chose to be Sikhs and to face death. The contents of this book teaches me that Sikhs don't worship idols, only depend on one God, Vaheguru, and there are no pilgrimages to undertake. All the Gurus teach me to wear gada, kirpan, and to preserve my long hair, for I am a Sikh. The Gurus also taught me that everyone is equal. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. Martin Luther King Jr. stood up for all African American men or women when he stated his famous speech. He said, "I have a dream that all African American men or women will be holding hands with white children." He also stated that people shouldn't be judged on their color of skin, religion, and gender, but on how kind they are. This happened a lot when Guru Gobind Singh Ji was our current Guru. The Mughals thought they were better than Sikhi, but the Sikhs knew that everyone was equal. We stress the importance of equality for all and the need for all to be included and loved. I am kind and honest. I care for others and seek to help the community. I strive to spread God's word, and I fight on behalf of those who do not have a voice. I am driven, I am strong, I am a Sikh. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa and Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Harjot Kaur. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
For this group, let's say, Bole So Nihal, Sat Sri Akal. So we had 8 participants in this group. Judges just needed the bathroom break, so please give them. And I think just within 2 to 4 minutes, whenever they can come back. All I'm going to say in between that time period is there were 8 kids in this group. So 2 of them, first and the second place, will go to regional. Just to let you know that 2 will be going. And now for group 3, in the meantime, let's see if all the kids are here. Teg Singh, I see. Sahaj Kaur, I saw her, she's here. Gursne is here, Kaur. Jagmeet Singh, here. Harjot Singh, Jashanpreet Singh, yeah. The best part is 2 of you will be going to regional. That's why I was like, I hope we make 6. And parents, thank you so much for bringing each and every child. Can you believe that in first group we had 20 registered, and first time in maybe 17 years, 18 participated. So we could take only 3, but we made the decision today we will take 4 to regional if they have done such a good job. So that is what happens. Even if your kid comes here and say Fateh in the first and second group, the other kids get to go to the regional. That's the best part. So for the third group, the questions are already here, 11 to 13 years old. And I know that it's already 4:45, but it's just the number of participants were so many. And some of them have read from the book. So means everybody have taken the same time. So please excuse us if we are getting a little late. In between, you guys just go ahead and take the breaks too. Hopefully we will be done soon because these groups are going pretty fast. And the next announcement will be done by Pahul Kaur, and Jaskaran Singh will be the timekeeper still. So come back, Jaskaran. You are still the timekeeper. Oh my gosh, I can't send you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. And so I'm just waiting for judges. Jasprit, you have your folder? Okay, I will give you. So the announcement is going to be made by Rav Kiran Kaur. Here you go, group 3.
Okay, our first contestant for Group 3 is Jashanpreet Singh, Jashanpreet. Ready?
Good प्यारे साथ संगें गच किबला वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. It is very crucial to know the true stories of the Gurus, because if one part is wrong or if it's incomplete, it could change the meaning or how much you understand the story. Take Bibi Bani for example. She put her foot underneath the stool when Guruji was sitting on it or when the bath was in progress. Guruji did not know the stool was broken, and how come Bibi Bani, who was standing nearby, came to know about it? The sound of the leg breaking should have been experienced by the one sitting on it. In page 46 of the book, Selected Episodes from Sikh History, it says, "Your service has been accepted by Almighty. You may ask any boon." Let us be inquisitive about the word boon. The word boon can be implemented as a request or favor, or as a curse. All the successors faced many trouble in life on account of Guru Amar Das Ji's statement. Did Guru Arjan Dev Ji face sacrifice as a result of this statement? Did Guru Tegh Bahadur lay down his life because of this statement? Did Guru Gobind Singh Ji face many troubles on account of this statement? Did the Sahibzade lay down their life, making the family line extinct? Was this the aftermath of the words of Guru Amar Das Ji? How can this demand be a boon? If this is a boon, what is a curse? Finally, whichever angle we might try to deliberate over this story, many obstacles occur trying to understand the message the story is trying to convey to us. It is good to know and feel proud about your ancestors in history. However, you should lead your life accordingly to the history. Anybody can learn about our history, but only a few can implement what it is trying to say. And knowing and acting on what history says is what it takes to be a good Gursikh. Guru Gobind Singh Ji once said, "Sura so pechaniya jo lare deen ke hit, purja purja katme kabhu na shade ket." He alone is known as a spiritual hero who fights in defense of religion. He may be cut apart piece by piece, but he never leaves the field of battle. Havildar Isha Singh led a life according to the history of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He died as a good Gursikh at the Battle of Sarigari. He knew he was going to die at Sarigari, but he never fled. This is an example of somebody leading a life according to the history, which made him a good Gursikh. The place right in front of Gurdwara Sisganj in Delhi is proud for being a place of honor where a Sikh has sacrificed his life. At this place, by Mati Das, a great personality who has blessed soul beyond effects of comforts and distresses, was sacrificed by the coven issued by the Qazis of the Mughal regime. The body of Bhai Mati Das was cut in two by a saw as a wooden log is cut into two, in presence of thousands of people. Bhai Sahib remained in a state of trance till the saw had cut him into two, until his last breath remained in his body. There isn't another example of a well-mannered Gursikh available in the entire history of the world. Jagat jo jabenas pasar ek bina man ek na mane. The person who focuses on divine light day and night and not put any little faith in anyone except for the one Vaheguru. Puran prem priti sachai gat gaur mari mat bhul na mane. The person who has complete faith and love, and even by forgetfulness does not put any faith in fasting, worship of dead people, tombs of the dead people, and places of so-called saints. Tirat dan dyasat sanjam ek bina na ek na pachane. The person does not pay attention to holy pilgrim centers. Charity, acts of pity, difficult meditation poses, and restraint, all of these are done without remembering Vaheguru the One. This Gurma relates to Bhai Tilka Ji because he did not put any faith in what the yogi proclaimed. If there's one thing I can learn from Bhai Tilka Ji, it would be that following the true path of Gurmat is impediment for anybody with hypocritical ways. Bhai Tilka Ji did not confront the yogi, knowing his hypocritical ways, to persuade his mind to thronging around him, like many poor and gullible people who fell for his hoax. After many failed attempts to convince Bhai Tilka Ji, he asked to be Guru Har Gobind Ji. On hearing these words, Bhai Tilka Ji opened his door.
Then the yogi asked, Bhai Sahib, had you obtained such a firm belief and how did you come to know that I was misleading global people and raising my status? He then told the yogi, Bis najek rek remand, O Lord, keep me near to thee self, and that is heaven for me. He told the yogi, this is heaven, and the true path of Gurmat is how you get there. On hearing these soothing words, he asked me such a complete guru. They visited the guru. The guru then explained to the yogi why Sikhs bowed towards him at such a young age. The guru explained it to him in Gurmat. Jogna kinta jogna dandai, jogna pasam charya, jogna mundi mund madai, jogna singi vaya, jogna bahar vai, jogna bahar mari masani, jogna teri lai, jog das dasanta pave, jogna tirat nai, jog jugat if paya. If these words change the dreadful mindset of the yogi, imagine what impact it can have on us. The true path of Gurmat can change the yogi, it can change us too. This is a lesson I learned. This is a lesson the yogi learned. This is a lesson we shall learn. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Jashanpreet Singh.
Our next speaker is Harjot Singh, Harjot. Judges ready?
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Harjot Singh. I am here today in front of you all to express my feelings of a book that I have read through these questions. The book is called Selected Episodes from Sikh History, Part 3. Satguru Nanak Pargataya Miti Tund Jagachanan Hoa. With the emergence of the true Guru Nanak, the mist cleared and all the lights scattered all around. Stories that are in line to the messages are the one that most people do not know and are the stories with the most false news floating around them. Reading a story which makes sense and is logical will make the Sikh race thrive. We could not save the true core of the history that lies behind the word Sikhism. Many times the stories heard can be manipulated and twisted to have different morals of the stories. People think that the Mughals were the real enemies of the Khalsa Raj and have done all the damage. But the true history we are lacking is that most battles fought by the Khalsa Raj were against the Rajputs and the Pahari Rajas. Sikh history has been absent due to the lack of some sort of central organization. Some scholars who have written our beautiful history have belonged to many different races and cultures. The research of history takes a lot of courage to write the truth. As Sardar Karam Singh said, who is a historian, I cannot understand how anybody without any detailed study could come to such a definite conclusion about an event that has flabbergasted my mind for over 20 years. Times have changed, but the history, which should be a prized possession of the Sikhs, is also changing. To do something is way more effective than just to feel or sense something. It is like reading Bani at Vaheguruji's presence in the Darbar Hall, or would you read Bani by yourself in your room alone? These stories we hear and read on a daily basis on how people have given their lives for the Sikhi are a big part of our culture. These stories make me feel proud of where I've come from and really show the depth of our history. But I think we can do more. We can not only feel proud about our history, we can also live a good and sincere life according to the correct Sikhi guidelines. If we follow the correct Sikh paths, we can become more enlightened and live our lives the way Guru wanted. If we feel proud of our culture and where we have come from, and on top of that, live the life according to the Guru, we are one step closer to the Guru. Moving closer to the Guru will fix all of your problems. Tirgar baso ho harjan pyare, Satguru tumre kaj savare. Remain steady in your home, O beloved servant of the Lord. The true Guru shall resolve all of your problems. Just feeling proud will only be able to make you say, this is my history and this is where I've come from. But living a sincere and effective way Guru has told us to live, and on top of that, feel proud of where you've come from and your history, that'll make you be able to say, yes, this is my brilliant history, and this is where I've come from, and this is how I'm living today as a Gursikh. Stay strong to your faith, because at the end, it will always prevail. Bhai Tilka Ji was from Hoshiarpur and was given Amrit by the 5th Guru. Bhai Tilka Ji's story, in Bhai Tilka Ji's story, there are many themes or messages and morals that stood out to me and made an impact in my life. In the story, a yogi is getting jealous of how everyone is listening and starting to follow the correct paths of Sikhi. So he makes up a random dream. He had to deceive all of the innocent people, and he wanted to play his games. He said he met Shiva in his dreams and said to give anyone a full year in heaven if they listened and followed him. His trickery worked, and all of the innocent people were fooled. Then the yogi sent his message to Bhai Tilka Ji. Bhai Tilka Ji did not respond. The yogi came in person to play his games. Bhai Tilka Ji had enough and explained to the yogi what he has been doing wrong. The yogi then realized his mistakes and listened and followed Bhai Tilka Ji. I learned that even though he was being deceiving and tricked people to follow him, Bhai Tilka Ji did not do anything, and at the end helped him realize his mistake. Jokar suraj niklaya tare shape andhed paloa. As if the sun rises and all the stars dispelled, the darkness is disappeared. There is no need to be deceiving and cunning when the right path is not clear. This has taught me not to be deceiving, because people who choose the right path will always be successful and be better humans in general. This book has given me a lot of guidance, which I've shared with you all today. This book moved me toward the right way to live as a real Sikh and gave me courage from all the stories I've heard and listened to about these Sikh histories. And I hope this touched you too and moved you toward the right direction. To conclude my speech, I will recite this quote from Guru Granth Sahib. Dukh mein Simran sab kare, sukh mein kare na koi. Jo sukh mein Simran kare, to dukh kaye ko hoye. We all think of the Lord when troubled, but never at peace. But if we held our faith during peace, there would be no trouble. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Harjot Singh. Our next speaker is Sehaj Kaur, Sehaj. Judges ready?
Baj Guru, Duba Sansar, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Our history has been misconstrued and misrepresented by dominant Brahminical forces, cunning British forces who had long-term subversive plans, and blind-sided ruling Mughal authorities of that time. And our short-sighted, ignorant Sikh writers who have either blindly followed the above forces or have had scant knowledge of Gurmat philosophy have continued this dishonor. Let's ponder further with specific examples. In the history written by Gyani Gyan Singh, McAuliffe, and Satbir Singh, there are many misdemeanors towards Bibi Pani Ji about who she was, what she did, and what she asked. None of them line up with Shri Guru Granth Sahib or even each other. First of all, the breaking of one leg of a stool without Guru Sahib knowing does not seem logical. Second, BBG showing feminine preservance and asking for a boon to keep the Guruship in the house is utter disrespect to her personality and devotion to Gurmat. Third, Guru Sahib granting her wish reluctantly while reminding her of the severe consequences to come in the future. Are we saying Guru Arjan Sahib, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib, Sahibzade, and countless Sikhs have all sacrificed their lives just because of this? No, we must strike down these incorrect portrayals. Fourth, as per McAuliffe, Bhai Jatha Ji used the word Nanak when he was still not the Guru. Bhai Gurdas Ji states, Lang nikathe vare sarape.
The path of the Guru conscious people is beyond boons and curses. The portrayal by the historians of our own Bibi Paniji is completely against this. We must revere our true history, because if we honor the wrong one, what will that say for the next generation? They'll get the wrong impression of Sikhi, and the teachings of the Guru will ultimately be compromised. Commemorating our history is merely the first step. We can't push further if we don't have a sense of passion for our history in the first place. But let's take it a little step further. We must train ourselves and the people around us, just as Mata Gujri ji prepared her treasured grandsons, the Sahibzade, to not only honor their ancestors and their sacrifices, but to apply them in their own lives. And when that time came, the Sahibzade unequivocally proved themselves. So let's ask ourselves, why did the Guru Sahibs give us the Guru Granth Sahib, the right way of life, and led the sacrifices to create our glorious history if we're just going to feel proud of it? Yes, I'm aware that turning away from temptations and living the life the Gurus meant for us to live has always been tough. Sikhi khanyo tikhi valo nikhi. However, if we make sincere and honest attempt, Guru Sahib will help us with an open heart and by many means beyond our comprehension. As Bhai Gurdas ji says, Charan Sharan Gur Ek Penda Jai Chal, Satgur Kot Penda Aage Hoye Let Hain. We must apply our history. That is the decision we all must make ourselves. Let's learn from Bhai Tilka ji, a shining example of unshakable faith from Sikh history, a must-read history to adopt the Sikh way of life. Like many other residents of Garh Shankar, Bhai Tilka ji has taught me to first be brave, be steadfast in the principle I believe in, especially when times get tough. Be brave when many eyebrows are raised at school to see me wear a keski. Be brave in the face of questioning forces and eyes. Second, be soft-spoken. Always remain level-headed and reply with firm and convincing responses in a polite manner. Choose the right words to have my desired impact. Third, devotion to Naam and Bani, an area where I admit I need to work on in the years to come. Bhai Tilka ji's story has convinced me that in order to face outside challenges, we all must strengthen ourselves in the inside with Gurbani. And last, but not least, to have an unshakable faith in Gurbani, living in a state of mind that has no duality and keeping firm against all odds. In our days, if we experience a tiny bump in life, we start to plead, sometimes blame Vaheguru. We lose our faith altogether and start searching for other fake ailments. If we had a strong mentality like Bhai Tilka ji, we would know that anything Vaheguru does is for the better good. Bhai Tilka ji lived the Guru's way of life, and people followed him. He did not have to try to put up an example because his way of life was an example in itself. Swaragvas na banchiye, dariye na narak nivas. In the light of Gurbani, Bhai Tilka ji returned false and treacherous promise and expressed a clear and firm refusal to any heaven, saying he would give up many such heavens for the holy feet of the Guru. Babaniya kahaniya put saput karen. Gurbani is a critical asset in our religion, but our Sikh history is just as crucial. We cannot have one without the other, and together they are our base. Gurbani cannot be changed easily, which is why our enemies first try to shake up our base. To preserve our faith and religion, we must first know our true and correct history. Second, apply that history in our own lives. And third, keep our goals, morals, and faiths in sight. Let us learn from the empowering martyrs of the past and push ourselves to excel in Sikhi, just as our forefathers did. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Sahaj Kaur. Our next speaker is Jagmeet Singh. Jagmeet. Judges ready?
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. मेरा नाम Jagmeet Singh hai. Our Sikh history bestows upon us exemplary examples of courage and devotion. However, as we remember Guru's Banis and the stories of our Gurus, it is very important that we maintain respect for their actions and the sacrifices they made. In the light of this, it becomes essential to know true stories of Guru history that are logical in approach and are in line with the message of the Guru Granth Sahib Ji. With reference to Bibi Bani Ji's story in the book, certain statements might appear to dilute the sanctity, the actions that follow around the declaration of the Gurgaddi. Therefore, it is important that facts are not misrepresented and the prestige associated with our Gurus in the Bani is restored. Knowing true stories that are logical and in line with the message of the Guru Granth Sahib Ji will help us imbibe the values of our Sikh history in our minds and help maintain the respect our religion deserves. In addition to this, the true form of paying our respect to our history is by sincerely leading a life according to the guidelines for becoming a good Gursikh. Our Gurus have imparted important lessons for every aspect of life, be it the courage of Bhai Bachittar Singh Ji or the devotion of the Char Sahibzade. We have something to learn and imbibe from all of their stories. Our lives as Gursikhs are complete only if we tread on these lessons and by making them an important part of our daily lives. The Gurbani also teaches us to act upon these lessons and thereby help build a better society. By making such huge sacrifices, our Gurus have set remarkable inspirations for us, and it is our duty as Gursikhs to act upon these lessons and follow them in our lives. Bhai Tilkaji's story teaches us 3 important life lessons in regard to this, and these can help us in becoming better human beings. The first is not to cheat. As Bhai Tilkaji states that cheating or misleading people in any form is like cheating God himself. In our everyday actions, be it in school, at home, or at work, we must ensure that we live an honest life and do not cheat any person in any manner. The second one is that true heaven is in taking the name of God. Bhai Tilkaji's story teaches us that instead of hoping for a place in heaven after this life, we need to take God's name wholeheartedly in this life we have, and therefore being near him through this is true heaven. We mustn't fall into false beliefs that lure us into performing actions in the name of achieving heaven. With respect to this, the Guru states that Bish Najek Rak Rehemarna Bakunt Koban Charanit Dya Mukut Padaro Sadho Sangat Amrit Har Ka Nao. Lastly, and most importantly, to become a true human being is true religion. Bhai Tilkaji's story reflects that religion is not about meditating endlessly, but rather about behaving in the righteous way by not cheating, leading our lives according to what the Shabad says, and taking God's name. And if we do all of this, it would help us become better human beings. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Jagmeet Singh. Our next speaker is Gursneh Nanak Gaur. Gursneh Nanak Gaur. Judges ready?
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, I have my special chashmas on today. Please join me in wearing your special chashmas as well. The ones with the dual lenses of faith and reason, as we explore the relevance of Sakhis in our history, heritage, and culture. As you look through your special chashma, you will see Bibi Bani Ji as she thrusts her foot under a wooden platform that gave way as Guru Amar Das Ji, her father, sat on it to keep him from falling. This injured her foot and it started to bleed. Though blood flowed from her foot, she continued to support her father, the Guru. When he noticed what had happened, Guruji was very touched by her devotion and asked what boon he might grant her.
as a reward for her steadfast endurance. All BBG asked for was that her and her heirs might always continue to remain of service to the Guru and always remain absorbed in the divine. In Sikh history, we have a long history of Sakhis as an oral tradition, belief, and practice that have been passed down from generations to us. There are some Sakhis that sometimes defy logic and common sense, yet they are a critical window to a certain time in history, its people, and their culture. That dual lens chashma does come in handy in answering questions such as, would the Guruship have remained in BBG's family if they had not truly deserved it? Would BBG have ever even wanted that? Would Guru Amar Das Ji have let anyone's foot bleed, let alone his own daughters, and not notice it at once? The point here is not to ignore folklore, but when folklore starts taking precedence over the true wisdom of our Guru, then it becomes a problem. Says the Guru Granth Sahib, Babaniya kahaniya poot sapoot kare. Through reflection and on collective wisdom of our tradition, we are able to transform ourselves. Now, let us use our special chashmas to look into the life of Bhai Tilka Singh Ji. Bhai Tilka Singh Ji was truly devoted to Naam and Bani. He was devoted to Guru Har Gobind Ji. He demonstrated that the mind of someone who does Simran is not influenced by others. Being independent and liberated, it lives on its own purity. Even the grand prize of 1 year in heaven did not tempt him away from his Guru. The yogi in the Sakhi could be any impersonator, or could even be us, infected by home and ego. Just as Bhai Sahib shut the doors of his home to the yogi, we need to insulate ourselves from the falsehoods and temptations around us. Putting our faith in the Guru with no preconditions or ifs and buts. Just as Bhai Sahib explained to the yogi, for a Gursikh, heaven and hell are meaningless. When a Gursikh is one with his Guru, that is heaven. And when that connection is broken, Sangat Ji, that is hell. Sangat Ji, it is not enough to merely know our history and be proud of it. Not making sincere efforts to be good human beings will definitely not make us good Gursikhs either. Gursikh meet chalogur chali, jogur kehe suebal mano, har kata nirali. Are we doing that? Are we walking on the path that the Guru has showed us? Are we following the teachings of our Guru? In a few weeks, like every year, we will all get together to celebrate Vaisakhi, the day which created us, unified us. Yet, we have failed to fulfill the Guru's desire to see and treat everyone equal with no discrimination. Look through your chashma, Sangat Ji. That Vaisakhi day in 1699, whether the Panch Pyare lost their heads to Guruji's kirpan is meaningless. The only important fact is that they offer themselves to their Guru, no questions asked. As Gursikhs, we need to come together and not isolate ourselves. As Gursikhs, we need to fight for victims of oppression around the world and stand up for human rights. As Gursikhs, we need to talk about gender discrimination and other issues that face us. Sangat Ji, let's shut the doors of our house to the yogis of the day, like Bhai Tilka Singh Ji did. Let's have steadfast devotion, like Bibi Pani. Sangat Ji, let us keep this dual lens chashma on for good. Let us apply faith and reasoning to all we do. Let the Guru into our life and make it heaven. Let us be Gursikhs of whom the coming generations are proud of. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Gorsane Kaur. Our last speaker is Tegh Singh, Tegh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My entire life, my parents and other significant elders have always taught me about why Guru Nanak Dev Ji started Sikhism. They told me about the complexity of Hinduism and that it is full of mythological stories because of the lack of researched history. Guruji believed that there has to be a simpler way to achieve God. Sikhism is more acceptable and attractive to outside minds because of the truthful narrative and its simple approach. Babaniya kahaniya put saput karen. A true son remembers the sacred stories of his forefathers. Most Sikh stories are deemed as truth by the Sikh community because of the presence of research the original authors did. But many stories have been plagued with falsely researched topics or have no research backing them up, meaning that some or even all of the story is false. And when things don't make sense, it puts doubts in the minds of the people that follow it. In the story of Bibi Panni, Guru Amar Das Ji, a figure with a plentiful of knowledge, greater than a normal human, listened to Bibi Panni and apparently picked the next guru through her wish. Decision about the next guru is hard because the gurus have certain qualities and beliefs that make them worthy. I have no doubts that Guruji did see something in Jetaji, but it's just a part about Bibi Panni that doesn't translate well. There's tons of debate going on with the non-researched parts of these stories, and there's an obvious sense of myth roaming around. Knowing the truth is important to preserve the realism in Sikhism. If we don't search for the truth, we make it harder for Sikhs to differentiate between realism and myth. Now to the second question. It is important to know about our Sikh ancestors and gurus because they set our religion to the way it is. They fought like warriors at their prime and never surrendered until they breathed their last. They taught us to stay loyal to our faith and to help others when needed. The passages in this book help define that. We need to know our history because there probably wouldn't be Sikhs today without the things our ancestors did. But living according to what they taught us is equally, if not more important. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, "Rehat pyari mujhko, Sikh pyara nahi." I have learned that one of the main tenets in Sikhi is to do seva without reward. But just knowing about seva is not enough. I need to actually go and partake in seva to uphold this tenet. You need to lead your life in a good direction by following the actions set by our ancestors. Mata Kaur was one of these ancestors. She saw all the men who had fled from battle due to cowardice. Despite living in a time where women were considered inferior to men, she set such a great example and inspired them to stay loyal to their faith. Loyalty is crucial to the faith. Abiding and following your faith is what makes your religion prosper. Also, this lesson doesn't apply just to Sikhi. I am a Boy Scout, And every week, I learn something new about keeping the environment safe and to be a leader. But just knowing about this won't help. Actions speak louder than words. If I don't follow what they say, how am I helping my community? Then again, knowing these stories is good, but leading your path by them is how you would excel in more ways than you know. Now to the third question. In the story of Bhai Tilka Ji, a yogi who cheated and misled people was shown the true path by Bhai Ji. One moral of the story is to not believe in false superstitions and to know what is right and to know what is wrong. One should have faith in themselves and shouldn't be swayed by outside influences. Believing in these would ultimately lead to you losing your identity and way of life. It stresses that in Sikhism, one does not need to worry about heaven or hell, but to learn the ways of the Gurus and to lead the path shown by them. By doing that, one achieves self-fulfillment. The ultimate goal is to live in the will of God. And that is the real heaven. We also learn that cheating and deception is wrong. The most important thing is to be an honest and good human being. That is the true religion. All these lessons make life better. By not believing in false superstitions, these superstitions help limit you instead of helping you to strive towards being a better version of you. Sikhism is a religion that discards all misconceptions about how you can achieve God. Ik Onkar Satnam. There is one God, and His name is true. That is the path to being a good Sikh. Also, by being a true, good person, devoid of deceit, you automatically become a better person, a better human being. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Wow, I failed that. Okay.
Good job. Good job, Teg Singh. That concludes our speeches for Group 3. Bole Sonehal.
Okay, that goes with the third group. So now we start with fourth group. And oh my God, listening to all those speeches. They were participating when they were in group 1. So think about it, how their thought process is going all the way to group 3. So group 4 starts. I know judges, ready? You will be ready, it's almost done. Group 4, the first participant is Leela Kaur. Leela Kaur.
Timing. So the first bell will be at 6 minutes 30 seconds. The second one 7 minutes, and then the third one 7 minutes 30 seconds. That's it. So now you can fix it.
Sat Sangat Ji, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. In our increasingly turbulent society, especially here in the United States, many of us have lost sight of what is truly important. Some of us are engaged in chaotic political discourse and are treating others with differing opinions with disrespect, while others of us are obsessed with our own images on social media. We need to remember what is truly important. As Sikhs, as people in this society, and as humanity, Sri Guru Granth Sahib gives us the framework to our lives, which allows us to overcome adversity and bring us all together, even on the most divisive of issues. Thus, it is important that we ask today's first question: what makes the message of Sri Guru Granth Sahib universal? Guru Granth Sahib's message is so universal because it promotes sarbat da pala, or universal well-being, while simultaneously advocating for tolerance and respect to those outside of our faith, which is so important, especially because many of us may not be getting the respect we believe we deserve. Sarbat da pala is the message of the Guru Granth that makes it so appealing. In the book Guru Granth Sahib, A Supreme Treasure, Dr. Alag writes on page 4 that the reason Gurbani is so universal is because it embodies a message of cooperation, harmony, and goodwill. This message is exemplified in Guru Granth Sahib, Ang 1349, which states, Avval Allah, Noor upaya, Kudrat ke sab bande. Ek noor te sab jag upjaya, kaun bhale ko mande. First, God created light, and from this one light, all beings are created. So how can we discriminate between them as superior or inferior? By creating a level playing field and establishing equality for everyone in the world, regardless of religion, caste, race, or any other social construct. Gurbani collectively advocates for the goodwill towards all. Through promoting this message of world harmony, Guru Granth Sahib and its message are truly larger than the Sikh community and encompass humanity itself. However, in our daily lives, sticking to this universal message in Guru Granth Sahib can be difficult to say the least. Oftentimes, we cross paths with individuals who don't follow the message of Sarbat da pala and instead are very selfish and immoral. That's why it is important that we ask today's second question. Sri Guru Granth Sahib repeatedly emphasizes that everything is in Vaheguru's hands, and we should accept Vaheguru's hukam smilingly and willingly. If nothing is in our own hands, then how can we determine whether to live life as a Gurmukh or a Manmukh? While the Guru Granth Sahib exhorts us to accept Vaheguru's hukam, it gives us the free will to choose right from wrong, a life inspired by Gurmukh as a Gurmukh, or the consequences of living life as a Manmukh. We make the decision of living as a Gurmukh by listening to what is said by the Guru Granth Sahib. On page 18, Dr. Alag writes in his book that by living truthfully and following the principles set by Gurbani, one can live a truly virtuous life. One who abstains from committing misdeeds and shuns others' wealth is most agreeable to God. Guru Granth Sahib furthers, Ang 619, Band paya mere sat gur pure, hoy sarab kalyan. By choosing to bind myself to Vaheguru's name, I can live a fulfilling life. Living under Vaheguru's hukam still gives us the free will to make good choices. We cannot blame our bad actions or misdeeds on Vaheguru. Instead, it is up to us to live a life virtuously by determining whether to live life according to Gurmat, or being selfish and living as a Manmukh. Nonetheless, in our lives, we are sure to encounter Manmukhs who have the intent to harm us, but it is important to be righteous to them, which is why it is imperative that we ask today's third and final question. Sri Guru Granth Sahib advises us to be good to even those who have been evil to us. How can we justify being good to those who try to harm us? We must remain moral and follow Gurmat, even when others have wronged us, not only because we should treat others with respect, as Gurbani says, but also because it is best for ourselves. Dr. Alag writes in his book, on page 13 that those who forgive people who have wronged them inspire them to do good, and they also live a blessed life. The Guru Granth Sahib proves this to us, Ang 1381, stating, Farida, bure da pala kar, gusse man na hadai, dehi rog na lag gai, pale sab kich paye. Farid, be good to the evildoer. Do not internalize your anger, so you remain healthy and your life will be blessed. By being kind instead of reciprocating or trying to teach others a lesson when they have wronged us, we maintain our health and our level-headedness, while inspiring them to do good as well. As Gurbani says, Ang 131, Tera kita jis lage meetha, kat kat par bhram, tin jan deetha. That person unto whom Vaheguru's hukam seems sweet comes to see Vaheguru in each and every heart. It is important to remember that while life may be difficult, the Sri Guru Granth Sahib is there to guide us by promoting Sarbatta Pala and requiring us to respect others. Its words allow us to lead virtuous lives full of kindness, respect, and honesty. All we have to do is put the words of Gurbani into practice. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Good job, Leela Kaur. The next speaker is Tajveer Singh, Tajvir Singh. Judges ready?
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Today, I will be talking about the Guru Granth Sahib, its universality, and a number of questions that have been asked since the designation of the Guru Granth Sahib as our final Guru. The Guru Granth Sahib has been the holy text of our religion for more than 300 years and emits a message that contains a broad appeal. As a matter of fact, the Dalai Lama, a notable figure in Tibetan Buddhism, stated that the Guru Granth enshrines the message of universal brotherhood and good of all mankind. It truly is remarkable when major individuals from other religions praise us in such a way, and it directly validates the claim that of the universal message that the Guru Granth Sahib transmits. But what makes it universal? Dr. Sarup Singh Alag writes in the Guru Granth, A Supreme Treasure, that the Granth carries a universal message of peace, love, fraternity, the shine of which illuminates the heart of the reader, and the glow of the shine never diminishes with the efflux of time. There is a popular proverb about Guru Nanak, the first Guru, that really strengthens this notion of unity. Guru Nanak Shah Fakir, Hindu ka Guru, Musalman ka Peer, which means that he was an important figure to both of the major religions at the time, Hinduism and Islam. It is important to note this because Guru Nanak contributed his writings to the Guru Granth Sahib. Essentially, the message that the Guru Granth Sahib transmits, one of peace and love, is bound to allure all individuals. Through this, it acts as a guide to humanity. What a better guide than one that preaches peace and love? We, as human beings, are to follow these tenets of peace and love, which is exactly why we must reject the notion that I do not do anything, everything is done by Vaheguru. Through a mentality such as that, Manmukhs can justify all of their misdeeds simply by stating that Vaheguru does all, and what they are doing is simply what Vaheguru wants. This is far from the truth. When saying everything is in Vaheguru's hand, we mean that Vaheguru has created the rules that we as human beings must follow. We as human beings have the free will to shape what we do, but our physical and mental capabilities are given to us by Vaheguru. We as Sikhs and human beings can determine how to live live because we do not lack the free will. We know that there are good things and bad things in the world, and we have the ability to carry out either of those things. We know whether or not to act in Vaiguru's way or to act against it. Vaiguru has implemented the rules, but we can choose whether or not we follow them. We can choose to either live as a Gurmukh, one who follows these natural rules and lives a life according to Gurmukh, or we can choose to live as a Manmukh, those who disavow the rules put in place. But how exactly do we react to these Manmukhs, those who seek only to inflict pain and suffering among everyone else? How exactly do we respond to them? Some individuals may question the idea that we ought to be good to those who try to harm us, and it isn't a question that should be discouraged from asking. How does one go about treating an individual who wishes to hurt and cause pain? One can look no further than the Guru Granth Sahib, where it says, Hum nahi change, bura nahi koi. This means that I am not good and no one is bad. We cannot put ourselves in the position to decide the fate of a man who we deem bad, and that such a verdict can only be given by Vaiguru. But there's still stuff that we can still do. And we must be good, for if not, then how are we not the people that do bad? We must maintain being moral, because we don't want to turn into the people that the bad people that exist. We don't want to be them. We still have to have a moral obligation. Taking revenge and being vengeful is simply not the right course of action. What one can do is harness the power of Gurmukh and transform those Manmukhs into Gurmukhs. The only lesson that we should teach them is the lesson of Vaiguru, a universal message of peace and love. In conclusion, the Guru Granth Sahib is truly a beautiful text. Its all-inclusive message of brotherhood, love, and goodness can appeal to all individuals regardless of race, religion, or gender. It enables us to apply these teachings to our lifestyle, allowing us to live a life according to Vaiguru. I know my life has been affected by the message of the Guru Granth Sahib, and that it allowed me to adapt a lifestyle according to the Guru and has enriched my life in ways one cannot possibly describe. The most complex and intricate aspects of life can be simplified through the hymns of the Guru Granth Sahib. Jo rate se apne tin pave sab koe. Those died in love of the beloved, for all creation feel love. Vaiguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaiguru Ji ki Fateh.
Good job, Tajveer Singh. The next speaker is Jasleen Kaur, Jasleen Kaur.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. My name is Jasleen Kaur, and the book I read for this year's Sikh Youth Symposium was Guru Granth Sahib, a Supreme Treasure. This book was written in 2009 by Dr. Sarup Singh Alagh. The first question is as follows. What makes the message of the Guru Granth Sahib so universal, and how would you justify it to be the entire guide to humanity? Awwal Allah Noor Upaya, Kudrat ke sab bande. Ek noor pe sab jag upjaya, kaun bhale kaun mande, as said by Bhagat Kabir. The writings of the Guru Granth Sahib are not only by the Gurus, but by people of so many other faiths. There were a total of 36 holy men whose scriptures were included in the Guru Granth Sahib. They were men from all over Southeast Asia with different castes, beliefs, and backgrounds. Guru Nanak Dev Ji did this to ensure that the Guru Granth Sahib was enriched with universal thoughts. Now, with such a diverse array of minds, I believe that the Guru Granth Sahib can answer questions and guide any human from any race, background, or country. The message of the Holy Granth itself is so universal. It teaches us the practical message of peace, brotherhood, unity, honesty, and equality. It teaches us sarbat dapala, the basic things that every human should follow, which is why I believe the Guru Granth Sahib can be the guide to the entire humanity. The second question is, if nothing is in our own hands, then how can we determine whether to live as a Gurmukh or a Manmukh? Vaheguru has determined our fate, but we are the only ones who are solely responsible for our own actions. Waheguru lights our paths and guides us only if we choose to follow. Therefore, it is our own choice to be a Gurmukh or a Manmukh. However, someone who conducts themselves in the light of Gurbani feels more comfortable and secure to live in divine refuge. This person also starts to understand that his achievements and successfulness is only because of this quality in them. Sometimes events in our environment or feelings within us seem uncontrollable. We seem to have no influence over them, but we are affected very deeply by them. A Gurmukh has a disciplined life and a positive attitude because he submits to Waheguru's will, and as a result, a Gurmukh leads a content life. The third question, which was my personal favorite, and I can apply it to my everyday life, was how can we justify being good to those, even if they try and harm us? Even if we don't take revenge, should we not at least teach them a lesson so that they are not evil to others? To be good to others should be in your nature, and not something that you do to certain people or do when you please. As Baba Farid said, someone who seeks universal welfare will have to seek the good of even an evildoer. As the Golden Rule says, do to others as you wish to have done to you. Therefore, being kind to an evildoer is an inducement for them to be just as kind. And the well-wisher will not be consumed by anger or revenge, and will lead a happy and blissful life. As said by Baba Farid, Frida bureda palakar, gussa man na hadaye. Dehi rog na lag gayi, palle sab kich paaye. To answer the final question, which is whether or not to teach the evildoer his or her lessons so that they are not evil to others, I believe that you should only try and help and teach them if they're willing to accept your help and learn and fix their wrongdoings. But you should always still remain humble and kind to anyone and everyone, which is a main principle of Sikhi. In conclusion, Sat Sangat, I humbly request you to ask Waheguru for noble and virtuous deeds rather than to ask for material goods and comforts of life. I also ask you to never forget the three main principles of Sikhi: Naam Japana, reciting Waheguru's name; Kirt Karni, earning an honest living; and Vanshakana, share your earnings with the less fortunate. Guru Roop Pyari Sat Sangat ji, mere to anekha galtiyan hoiyan hongiyan. Mainu anjaan bachi samajh ke maaf karna. Sat Sangat ji, mere naal gaj ke fateh bulao. Waheguru ji ka khalsa, Waheguru ji ki fateh.
Good job, Jasleen Kaur. The fourth and final speaker of Group 4 is Harkanveer Singh, Harkanveer. I'll spell it again. Harkanveer. Is he here today, or? Okay, then that concludes Group 4. Bole Sonehal.
I know judges, everybody is done with the 4 groups, but this year we are so lucky to have a 5th group participant. The main competition is going to be in regional, but she is just going to give her speech because that's a requirement that she has to give the speech for the 5th group. And then we will have another participants from another Gurdwaras, and I think for regional we are going to have a competition. So here is Raichardson Kaur, who has been helping us with other speeches, and now she will be giving her speech. So everybody just listen. We are not judging on anything. We just later on can talk about it and tell what else she can do there. She will tell her own topic and we'll go from there. Okay, Raichardson Kaur. And our results are almost ready, but I have to say that first group is so confusing. So we want to take our time. I'm sorry, after her speaking, we will take a break for 5 to 10 minutes because we do need to give the right result for the first group. There is so many things. These kids were so great. Not that the other groups were not, but there were so many of them. So we want to check those results again and again. Here is Rav Kiran Kaur for group 5. So the main topic on the 5th group is actually on importance of Guru Gaddi to Guru Granth Sahib. So this is a discussion group in which all the participants will be sitting here the next regional type when we have all the participants, and there will be a moderator asking them the question. Because what's happening right now in this era is that ਸਿੱਖ ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਇੱਧਰ ਉੱਧਰ ਭਟਕਣੇ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਈ ਡੇਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਬਾਬਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਈ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਗਰੁੱਪ ਇਜ਼ ਇਨਕਲੂਡਿੰਗ like what is the importance of Guru Gaddi? Why did Guru Gobind Singh Ji give Guru Gaddi to Guru Granth Sahib, and where we are going right now? So that's the basic topic. They had a couple of questions which she can go over, but just listen to her speech, and that's about importance of Guru Gaddi to Guru Granth Sahib.
So the questions for group 5 are: who initiated the idea of having Shabad as the Guru, and how is it supported by all the Gurus? The second question is: why did Guru Gobind Singh Ji transfer the Guruship to Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and what was the significance and implication of this? And question 3 is: what can I do to bring the message of Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji to all, Sikhs and non-Sikhs alike? Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Shabad, what is it to you? Is it the part you say and repeat every morning and every night as if it's a ritual? Is it the hymn that you sing and play on the harmonium every Sunday but don't know the meaning of? Shabad is our Guru. We do Matha Tek to Guru Granth Sahib Ji because of the wisdom it contains. It is not worshipping the physical body of the Granth. It is a submission to the Shabad, the divine infinite wisdom. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, vich Bani Amrit Sare. The Bani is Guru, and Guru is the Bani. Within the Bani, the ambrosial nectar is contained. The idea of Shabad Guru was introduced by Guru Nanak Dev Ji. His aim was to give this gift of Bani to all of humanity. Not only did he write his teachings, but he also preached them. In Siddh Gosht, yogis and siddhas questioned Guru Nanak Dev Ji about his purpose, goal, and philosophy. The siddhas wanted to find out how Guruji refrained from being engulfed in Maya. The siddhas asked, Kavan katha le reho nirale. By what speech do you remain unattached? Guruji responded, Shabad Guru, Surat Tanjela. The Shabad is the Guru, upon whom I lovingly focus my consciousness. I am the Chela, the disciple. Guru Nanak Dev Ji truly believed in the power of Shabad. Surat Shabad, Pav Sagar Chaliya, Tariya Nanak Nam Vakhane. With one's consciousness focused on the word of the Shabad, one crosses over the terrifying world ocean. Guru Nanak Dev Ji passed down the idea of Shabad Guru to the next Gurus, and they continue Nanak's legacy. Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, Guru Ram Das Ji, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji all contributed their writings and compositions to make Guru Granth Sahib Ji what it is today. They all showed immeasurable respect towards Shabad. On August 30th of 1604, Baba Buddha Ji and Guru Arjan Dev Ji did the first Prakash of the Adi Granth, which was an unfinished compilation of the scriptures written by the first 5 Gurus. As a sign of respect towards the Bani, when Baba Buddha Ji was taking the Hukamnama, Guru Arjan Dev Ji sat on the floor with the Sangat. And in the evening, Guru Arjan Dev Ji slept on the floor and put the Adi Granth on the bed, which he used to sleep on. He treated the Granth as if it was Guru already. Even the courageous Gurus that fought against the tyrannical and oppressive Mughals respected Bani. Guru Hargobind Ji held kathas where he interpreted Gurbani. Guru Har Rai Ji started the practice of Akhand Kirtan. Guru Harkrishan Ji gathered those infected by smallpox to a pool where they bathed and recited Bani to get cured, and Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and Guru Gobind Singh Ji wrote scriptures along with the first 5 Gurus. In 1708, Guru Gobind Singh Ji put Guru Granth Sahib Ji on the Gur Gaddi. Because of this, the importance of Shabad Guru in Sikhi has endured. Guru Gobind Singh Ji, through his personal experience, had seen that humans over time cause corruption, and he did not want someone to destroy Sikhi values, so he gave Guruship to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. After the creation of the Khalsa, the mission of the 10 Gurus was completed, and there was no need for another Detari Guru, or a physical living Guru. Sad Sangat Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, is not just seen as a book. It is our living Guru today. The Bani and revolutionary ideas were what made our Gurus so special, and all of it is contained in Guru Granth Sahib Ji today. The message of Guru Granth Sahib Ji revolves around Sikhi's core values of Naam Japna, Kirt Karna, Van Chakna, and also Sarbat Dapala. These concepts of sharing with others, praying to God, earning an honest living, and wishing welfare for all are not only applicable to Sikhs. This is what makes Guru Granth Sahib Ji the everlasting Guru of the human race. It expands upon practices that all humans, regardless of faith, should follow. As an individual, I can spread the message of Guru Granth Sahib Ji by being academically honest. Because I go to a competitive high school, students will cheat on quizzes and tests just to see an A+ on their transcript. It is my job as a Sikh to do my schoolwork honestly and study for my own classes, not depend on a friend who studied to give me her answers during a test. This way, I can set a good example for other students. In my community, I can start a seva group to help those in need. To spread the message of Guru Granth Sahib Ji effectively, we need more Sikhs like Ravi Singh to start and lead organizations like Khalsa Aid. Even random acts of kindness are sufficient to spread our Guru's message. Whether it's forgiving a small mistake or giving back money somebody dropped instead of keeping it as your own, I can be a role model for others. Bol chukti maaf, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
That concludes Group 5. One big Jaikara for all the groups. Bole Sonehal. We'll have 8 to 10 minutes of deliberation for the final scoring, and then we'll meet back in the Darbar Hall for the final ceremony.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਆ ਭਾਈ ਭੱਜੋ ਨਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ 'ਚ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਹੈ। ਚਾਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਛਕਣਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਪਕੌੜੇ ਖਾਣੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਲੰਗਰ 'ਚ ਛਕ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਪਰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ 'ਚ ਨਾ ਭੱਜੋ ਪਲੀਜ਼। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
I am going to take something. मैं पानी लेके